and good evening, everyone, and welcome to 6 Weeks of Fitness. This is our third week, session number 5. Okay, and I'm so glad to see you today. I know the weather is inclement, but you know what? It's sunny inside my place, and I'm sure it's sunny inside yours. So we don't have any excuses why we can't be here today and listen to some good nutrition and start exercising. So with that being said, Tricia, please take it away.
Hold on. And Vince, can you make her co-host, please?
Yes, I can. Let me see. Make Trish co-host. Let me see here. All right. You're ready.
Okay, there we go. You didn't
Yes.
mind me for a minute. Okay, so again, everybody, happy Tuesday. Another week. We're on week 3 for nutrition, right?
Yes.
So we'll do, got a lot to talk about tonight. So we'll do a quick review. First week, we said we were going to go into this 6 weeks, creating or changing habits by making very small changes that don't feel overwhelming, and then build upon them so that they become automatic. Now we're in week 3. So that means if you started a change right after the very first nutrition class, now would be the time that we're building on that change. So we go back to that example of the coffee and the sugar. I take 4 coffee, I cut down. If I cut down to 3 sugars the day after that first nutrition class, this is the week that I now cut down to 2, right? That's how we build on that small change. That's how we start these healthy habits going that become automatic the way that we live. Okay, we're talking about giving the body the best fuel for top performance, right? That's what this is all about, what types of foods that we're taking in. Now that we're getting to that halfway mark, I'm going to really encourage everybody to start jumping in the chat and, letting everybody know what changes you made. Did you take something out? Did you put something in? Did you cut back? We want to share that because somebody else say, well, that's a great idea. How did that work for you? We want to share that with each other. So that's why we're all here, because we're all working towards the same goal. So if you did something, we want to hear about it. We want to know how it's going. We want to know what it was. Okay, so last week we started to get into those food basics, right? The what we're going to eat, but more importantly, why we're going to eat those. Why are we hearing these things? Why do I hear half my plate fruits and vegetables? We got into all those whys. I started with fruits and vegetables. Most important, I said, let's get that good variety, all those different colors. We can't just have the same fruit. Something I mentioned last week about the fruits and vegetables was that something that you can get from them are electrolytes, rather than picking up one of those high sugar Gatorades, high sugar sports drinks to replenish your electrolytes. I sent out a little information handout to Vince that I know he passed along, and I know that there have been some questions about that, so I'm going to review that handout a little bit. I do apologize if it was not clear, so I want to really make sure that I clear that up. Liz has been bringing salad to work for lunch. Great, that's excellent. That's a great, is that a change, Liz? Is that something new? Oh, can she mute? Unmute.
Okay, go ahead, Liz.
Well, I was working at home, and now I'm working outside of the house. So I was trying, before I started, I wasn't sure how I was going to work out me getting things ready in the morning and getting to work on time. But it's been pretty easy, especially when I thought it was going to be more hard.
Okay, great, fantastic.
Tissue.
And Merle got tired of adding spinach. Okay, that's okay. There's lots of other vegetables we can try if we get tired of one. So I sent out this handout about the electrolytes. That first page was to give you a little breakdown of what are we talking about, what are electrolytes, What do they do in the body? A little paragraph about how important they are. They keep that balance in the body, and they help to kind of send the messages through the body. Lots of things that they do. There are a few electrolytes. I put kind of the top 6. Oh, Marilla's saying to her smoothie. Oh, okay. You got tired of adding spinach to the smoothie. So you added a whole bag of salad. Oh, that's very interesting. So instead of just the spinach in the smoothie, the whole bag of salad. Okay. And it works. Excellent. What did that do to the flavor? I would like to know. So the big 3 electrolytes that we're going to see in replenishment products, drinks, and things like that are the sodium, the calcium, and the potassium, right? Those are like the big 3 that we always talk about. So what I had tried to include was a little example of how we can bring in foods, get those same electrolytes, and not grab one of the high sugar drinks, right? So the example that I gave was the Gatorade, because I did mention that last week. Now on the handout, that's per 12 ounces. So we don't buy 12 ounces when we go into the deli and grab a Gatorade. It's 24 ounces or it's 32 ounces. So keep that in mind as well. And I put there what the breakdown of the electrolytes were for that Gatorade, 12 ounces, and it has that 21 grams of sugar. That's added sugar. That didn't come naturally from anything else that's in that drink. Now that 21 grams is based on that 12 ounces. If we're having that 20 ounce or that 24 ounce, that next size up, it's about 35 or 38 grams of added sugar. The other example I put there was Pedialyte. For some reason, I have seen it advertised that Pedialyte thinks adults should drink Pedialyte. So that's why I added it there. And it has a similar breakdown. It doesn't have as much of the calcium. It doesn't have as much sugar. But then if you look down into my little examples, we see that we don't need any of those drinks to get electrolytes, right? All we need to do is eat some different foods. And what's going to happen when we eat those foods is we're not only going to get our electrolytes, we're going to get the benefit of all the other things that are in those foods, because there's not just the electrolytes in that foods. And I do really apologize, because I did put a little typo that we're going to get to. So that first example was a slice of whole wheat bread, 2 leaves of spinach, not baby spinach, and I'll tell you why in a moment, a half an avocado, and an 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Now, in where you're getting your calcium from the spinach, and the reason I said not baby spinach is just because you won't get as much calcium, but you will get a little bit. You get about half of it. So you want the bigger size leaves. Now the avocado, I think this is where there was some confusion. The avocado is giving you the potassium. California avocados, the 2 main avocados, there's many different types of avocados. So the 2 main ones that we see out in the supermarket and the fruit markets are California avocados and Florida avocados, are the 2 main ones out there. The Hass avocado, Hass, that's the California one. That's the one that is a little smaller, gets a little darker, gets a little bumpy on the outside. That big, bright green, smooth one is the Florida one. The California Hass avocado has a little bit of a higher potassium content to it. I don't know exactly why. I'm going to assume it has something to do with the climate and the soil, because all of those things do factor into the actual nutrient content of foods. But if you have a cup of the Florida avocado, you're getting about a little over 800 milligrams of potassium. If you have a cup of the California avocado, you're getting a little over 1,000 milligrams of potassium. So there's a difference in potassium between the Florida and the avocado. Now, on the flip side of that, the Florida avocado has a little bit less fat. So if you were eating avocado just because you were eating it and you were counting your calories, you might want to go with the Florida one because it has a little less fat. Less fat means it's going to have a little less calories. For our purposes, for looking for electrolytes, getting a little more potassium, we'd go with the California one because we're going to get a little bit more potassium in a half, which is not quite a cup. So that's what that came out to, I think, at 485. Okay, and then of course that 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt is giving you that sodium. That's the other electrolyte. And 1/8 of a teaspoon, you know, pay attention to that too. 1/8 of a teaspoon is such a small amount, but you're getting 310 milligrams of sodium. So that gives us an idea, you know, of how quickly sodium can add up, right? Because 1/8 of a teaspoon, I mean, that's barely a pinch of salt. Now, my next example, and this is where I made the typo, that you got half a banana blended with almond milk. What I put down there for that sodium, I forgot to write pinch of salt. That's where you're getting that sodium. You're definitely not getting 185 milligrams of sodium just from a banana and almond milk. So you would put a little pinch of salt, that would give you that sodium. Or you can eat a banana and drink the almond milk. You don't have to blend it, but that would, so the banana would give you the potassium, that pinch of salt will give you that sodium, that calcium is coming from the almond milk. Again, you're getting all those electrolytes. The last thing I put there was trail mix made with 1/4 cup of raisins and 1/4 cup of mixed nuts. Now I wrote unsalted nuts plus a pickle. Okay, so the potassium is coming from the raisins. The sodium that I have written there, that 385, is coming from the pickle. If you don't like pickles, then get salted nuts and you'll get the same sodium. Okay, so if you get an unsalted nuts, then you want it, all that sodium, you just add that pickle back in. But if you don't like them, you go with salted. Okay, and the calcium is coming from the nuts. So that's where those breakdowns are coming from. And again, these are just to really show how great we can get all the things we need from foods, right? We don't need fancy drinks. We don't need all those things. We just need to be eating properly. Now, when we're talking about replenishing electrolytes, let's also keep in mind, if I am eating this great variety of foods all the time, I'm at a nice, good balance all the time, right? I'm getting everything that I need. So if I go out there and I exercise a little bit, I don't need to go out of my way to replenish everything. I didn't use up so much if I'm at my balance. Now, if I'm not eating properly all the time, I'm not starting off balanced, right? If I'm already starting out low, okay, that's a problem. I'm already starting out below what I need. We also have to keep in mind what kind of exercising we're doing, what type of intensity we're talking about. When we need to replenish electrolytes, that means we were really putting in the work. We were really sweating. Electrolytes are coming out in our sweat. So if I didn't break a sweat, I don't need 32 ounces of Gatorade, right? There's not a lot there to replenish. If I'm not wiping anything away here, not a lot came out. So we have to be looking at that balance, right? We can't just say, I'm going to go exercise, I have to replenish all my electrolytes. No, if I go out and I take a walk, and it could be a good pace, but maybe I'm not particularly sweating, and I eat a nice balanced diet all the time, guess what? All I need is some water. And it'll be okay. And then if I want a little bit, here's an example of how I do that. I mix a couple of these foods together and I've replenished the little bit of electrolytes, you know, and that's really why I wanted to put that together, just to show us how much we can get from food. Okay, I did reach out today to the California Avocado Board. I wanted to know why their avocados have more potassium. So if they answer me, you guys will be the first to know. We'll see. We'll get a definitive answer about why it has more potassium. But I think it's just the climate and the soil. That's what usually affects nutrients. Okay, let me see what's in the chat here. Colin has made a point of rinsing fruit first thing in the morning and leaving them on the counter so they're ready for everyone to consume during the day. That is great, right? If we see it, if we walk by and it's sitting out there and we grab it, that is really great. Keelana says, I answered the question I had about the handout, but I was also wondering if the handout was supposed to be noting what each of those 6 electrolytes does. I saw that too, yes. I think the first sheet made, yes, it did make it seem like I would lay out each function. Can and should we drink pickle juice? You can drink pickle juice if you like it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with drinking pickle. I wouldn't overdo it because it's got, you know, a lot of acid in it and it would bother your stomach. But certainly, you know, I've actually seen at sporting events booths where they are selling little shots of pickle juice, because you see why. It has that sodium and it will, you know, replenish you, and it's got the water and the sodium, so you're getting some replenishment there. I didn't go into on the handout every single function of the electrolytes, because that's really getting a lot. It does a lot. You know, basically what electrolytes are doing are little electronic charges that are bringing messages through the body and making sure that everything stays balanced. You know, each particular electrolyte does have its own job, just like everything else in the body has its own job. But, you know, you just know that you want to keep a balance, right? Everything in the body, I mentioned that earlier as well, with blood pressure and with sugar and fluid and our electrolytes. The body likes to be balanced. It wants everything balanced. And the body is always working to keep itself balanced. So if we do something that throws off a balance in any way, the body is always going to work to still get its balance in some way. It's going to adapt. It's going to adjust. It's going to constantly be going around what you have given it or not given it to make up the difference somewhere, because it's always trying to keep balance. And that's why it's important that we give it all these things and give it what it needs, so that it's very easy for it to stay balanced. And now when we expect it to do something, it has the tools that it needs to do that with. Okay, were there any other questions about that handout that anybody had? And I'll wait a minute for them to come in the chat. So then we talked a little bit after the fruits and vegetables, we put our lean proteins, we put our healthy fats. So now I go on to what my topic is this week, which I think is going to go into next week, because it's carbohydrates and it's a big topic and it takes a little time. So after we have those great vegetables and protein on our plate, and you remember I said, let's try to use that 9-inch plate. We don't need 11 and 12-inch dinner plates. They're too big. The easiest way to kind of portion ourselves a little bit is to go to a smaller plate, right? That's the easiest step we can take without making ourselves crazy, pulling out measuring cups and all these other things. The next easiest step I can take for portion control is to actually put it on the plate in a different order than I usually do. Many of the almond milks have carrageenan and sugar. They do, yeah. So a lot of things have added sugar. You know, things that started out as a good alternative, I think that once these things catch on and everybody, you know, almond milk at one point, nobody was using it, then it started to catch on, and then all the manufacturers catch on, right? Oh, everybody wants almond milk, let's all make it. But they have to make it so that you want it, right? So what does that mean? They're going to add sugar to it, right? Because then it's going to taste better. And we're going to say, well, I want that brand because it tastes much better. Why does it taste better? Because they added sugar to it. You know, so you really have to be careful. Labels, you know, that's what it comes down to, because everything that we're buying in the supermarket, somebody sat somewhere, a group of people sat somewhere and said, how can we make this sell, right? So we have to know what we're looking at when we're looking at this label, and try to figure out what they were doing to it, so that we would say, this is the one I want. So yeah, things that shouldn't have sugar, shouldn't have added sugar, many times now do. So you do have to give a little attention to the label, make sure you're finding something without the sugar. And that brings us right into our carbohydrates, right? So we put it on our plate, we put our vegetable, we put our protein. Those two things take up the majority of our plate. What's left is that little portion. We're going to put on our carbohydrates or our starch. Still very important, just like everything else. They have a role in the body. Good carbohydrates, bad carbohydrates, just like good fats, bad fats. right? They have a role in the body. They're very important. We shouldn't never eat them, but we have to know, well, what is a good carbohydrate and what isn't, and why isn't it, right? So what has carbohydrates? Just about everything has carbohydrates. What doesn't have carbohydrates are animal protein. So our meats, you know, and our fish and our poultry, no carbohydrates. Our vegetables, our non-starchy vegetables, very, very little carbohydrates. Okay, but everything else, yeah, it has carbohydrates in it. Is there a difference? Yes, there's a difference. So we have our fruit, natural sugar, carbohydrates, right? We have our dairy, milk, yogurt, cheese, natural sugar, carbohydrates. These are our good carbohydrates, right? Because when we're having fruit, when we're having dairy, we're getting so many other things. In addition to, yes, it has some natural sugar, but what else are we getting? We're getting vitamins, we're getting calcium, we're getting fiber, we're getting all of those other things. So we're going to say, okay, well, this is my good natural sugar. Beans have protein, very good, very important. They have starch, so they have carbohydrates. Again, it's a good carbohydrate. What else do we have? We have our starchy vegetables, potatoes, corn, starchy vegetables. Still have vitamins to them, but they have starch. So that means if you're comparing them to our green vegetables, much more carbohydrates than any of our green vegetables. So we're a little more careful with the portions that we have of those as compared to the portions of the green vegetables and the red vegetables and all those other vegetables that we're having. Then we have our grains. Okay, so that's our rice and our bread and our pasta and our cereal, anything made with flour. Now these are our carbohydrate heavy, carbohydrate dense foods, because a very small portion of those foods have a lot of carbohydrates. Okay, it doesn't make them bad foods, but we have to know that we might not need all those carbohydrates. Most times we don't, and we underestimate how many carbohydrates we actually are getting in what we consider a regular usual portion of rice or pasta or something like that. That's why we don't load the plate up with it, because if I put that rice or that pasta first on my plate, I for certain will overdo it, will overdo the portion when I start with an empty plate and I start to put that rice or pasta on it. Whereas if I serve my plate in a different order, vegetables first, then protein, and only leave myself a little corner maybe for that rice or that pasta, I'm not now putting, 2 cups of rice on that plate because I don't have enough room for it. Okay. Uh-oh, it's 7:25. Any questions before I continue? Because I don't want to cut anybody off. I'm just checking the chat, so go ahead and type in there. Okay, so what are our not so good carbohydrates? That's just our plain out sugar, right? Our candy, our cookies. So our white flour, white bread, white rice, regular pasta. Why aren't these good carbohydrates? Because there's nothing left to them. So whereas if I have brown rice, if I have whole wheat bread, I'm getting vitamins, I'm getting fiber, I'm getting all those great things. I'm not getting those in something that's a white flour product, right? And if you even just think about that wheat stalk, that tall brown stalk, when they're making wheat products, whole grain products, they're using the entire thing. When I'm making something that's white, I've removed everything that's good. I've removed the fiber. I've removed everything that has the vitamins in it. And I'm left with the very inside of that plant, which is white. And I'm down to that basic white flour. Yes, they add back some vitamins, but you're not getting the benefit of everything. There is a difference in the way the body actually processes this type of stuff. When you're having natural sugar or you're having the whole grain, you're now giving the body, yes, the carbohydrates and or the natural sugar, but it's also getting the fiber. So it's affecting the body a little differently. It's not spiking the blood sugar. When I have something that is candy or cookies or white bread, my blood sugar is spiking very quickly. And again, now we go back to that balance, right? The body doesn't like that. The body knows that the sugar is going to go up a little bit when we eat. This is natural. This is how the body works, a little bit, and then come back down to the middle, right? Not a roller coaster. That we don't want. So when we eat these white flour or just plain sugar, we get that spike. And that's what we don't want, because following that spike is a crash. And here's the roller coaster comes crashing down. Now I see that it's 7:26. I've got a lot more to say about carbohydrates. So I think, Vince, we're going to make this a part 2 next week of carbohydrates.
Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. That's a very heavy topic.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's a big topic.
It's something that you don't want to rush through, you know?
No, I don't.
And I'm glad you took some time with the electrolytes. That was so important.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of questions about that. Because we are electrical beings, right?
Yeah.
Electrical. So that's why electrolytes are so important, that we make sure we replenish them when we use them up.
Yes.
And again, I like what you said about the body being in balance. That is so important. And maybe one day you'll talk about pH, balance. So
Yes.
again, we want the blood, There was
Body is the best machine you'll ever have.
Exactly. And I see that Carmen is here. Do you have any questions though for Tricia while we have her for the next couple of minutes when it comes to nutrition? Because I tell everyone, nutrition is so important. Jack LaLanne, my favorite quote: "Exercise is a king, but nutrition is a queen." And you put them together and you have a kingdom.
Yeah.
Right? You cannot outrun a bad diet. Okay, no matter how hard we try. So you have to have even that balance. We have to eat healthy and we have to exercise.
And it's just amazing to see really how much food can do for the body. When you look at even those examples of buying a Gatorade or just putting together a little snack that has the same composite, the same electrolytes that are in this drink that we, I'm not making any friends at Gatorade, I'm sure, but
they won't sponsor us. That's for sure.
They won't be sponsoring me. No, that's for sure.
Because I watched them I watch football, and of course their main sponsor is Gatorade. You see the guys drinking Gatorade. So kids are gonna think, oh, I gotta get those electrolytes, I gotta drink Gatorade. Not thinking about the sugar. What's really going on in the body. So that's why we want to educate people as far as what we're actually putting in our bodies. It's so important today, So with that being said, Tricia, I want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Have a good class, everybody. See you next week.
And thank you for those handouts. I really appreciate it. Okay, so that was great. Now I know we have Carmen here, and she's going to take us through our next session of exercise. I hope you guys are ready, because I know it's dark outside, it's raining, but you know what? It's not raining inside here. No leaks in my place, and hopefully no leaks in yours. And we're going to get busy with some movement. Carmen, please take it away.
Yes, happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining. Tonight we are doing Soca Fitness. So we're going to get into those Caribbean vibes. Nice. So all you need is some comfortable clothing. You can choose to have your shoes on or off. We're going to be dancing it out for this entire class. We will do a warm up and a cool down. Okay. You can have your cameras on. So this will be a Soca party. I'd love to see all of you. Thank you, Elizabeth, for being there in the back. I see you. Thank you so much. I love seeing faces. All right. So without further ado, it is 7:30 on the dot. We are going to start. This is Soca Fitness. Okay, bring your arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Reach down to the floor. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, reach down to the floor. Breathe in all the way up. Stretch. And exhale down. Stretch it up. Good. Exhale down. Good. Stay there. You're gonna bend your knees. Good. Move those arms. Pressing into the balls of the feet. Good. All right. Hands on your knees. Shoulders. Nice. Reach it up. Good. Move those shoulders back. Take your shoulders up and down. Good. To the right. Center. To the left. To the center. To the right. Center. To the left. Good. Side to side. Step forward and back. Wave it up. Wave it down. Wave it up. Wave it down. Wave it up. Take it up. Push it up. Push it down. Push it up. Push it down. Push it up. To the left. To the right. Alternate. Take it back. Move forward. Take it back. Reach those arms out. Bend those knees. Bring it up. Roll it. Reach it out. Knees up. Roll it. Kick back. Push it up. Push it back. Push it up. Push it back. Push it up. Here we go. Hands on your hips. Front and back. Wave it up. Side to side. Clap it up. Clap it up. Step it out. Good. All right, you're gonna reach and open. Step to the left. Clap. Clap it up. Walk, walk. Twist. Bring it up. Take it down. Bring it up. Here we go. Walk it to the left. Clap it up. To the right. Here we go. Twist it out. Bring it up. Arms up. Bring it down. Bring it up. Here we go. Wind it up. Wind it up, center. Arms overhead, circle. Here we go, circle. Center. Take it up. Take it down. Circle to the right. To the left. Center. To the left. Arms overhead. To the left. Here we go. Shimmy. Shake it up, stand down. Shake side to side. All right, wax it on. Faster, here we go. Knees twist inward. All right, take it slow. That's it. 7, 8, speed it up. Twist those knees, circle those arms. Hey. Slow it down. Here we go. Speed it up. Hey. All right, reach the arms out in through the chest. Reach it down to the floor. Reach across. Take it up. Reach it down. Center. Reach it up. Bring it down. All right, we're gonna bring the knees up. One arm up. Knees up in a circle. To the left. To the right. To the left. Wait. Here we go. Kick forward. Here we go. Throw it back. That's it. Here we go. Kick. Here we go. Kick it back. Here we go. Kick forward. Here we go. Take it down. Bring it up. Bring it down. Take it up. Here we go. Jump, jump, jump. Knees up. Here we go. Take it over to the left. Yeah, to the right. You can always walk it out. If you're able to, this is a jump. Do what's comfortable for you. A walk or a jump. Nice. Looking good, everybody. Here we go. Side to side. Here we go. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it forward. Take it back. Here we go. Twist it out. Bring it down. Shake those hands forward and back. When you see that squat, get low. Just know this is a squat. Down and up. Center. Shake those hands forward, bring it back. To the left. Back to the center, let's go. Good, clap it up. All right, let's do our scrimmage. Almost balls on the feet. Take it up. Take it down. All right, walk it out. Good job. Move those shoulders back. All right. Bring those arms up. Move like water. Imagine you're on a beach in the Caribbean. Good. Take one hand. 1, 2. Step together. Front. Good. Add a hip. Circle. Circle around. Step together. Good. Breathe. All right. Take it side. Move your chest in and out. Get low. Stay there. Stay low. Okay, now you're gonna step back. I'll face the side. Step back. Face the front. Face the side. Last one. Center. Good. Walk to the right. 1, 2, 3, back. Wave. Hands on your hips. On your knees. Take it up. On your hips. Reach down. On your knees. Take it up. Hips. Reach down. Last time, take it up. Center. Reach down. Good. Step forward. Step back. Take it up. Step back. Good. Take it up. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Step up. Back. Front. Back. Here we go. Face to side. Center. Shake it up. Turn around. Front on the top, step it up. And back. 3, 4. That's it. Face the corner. Back to center. To the right. To the left. Center. Here we go. Shimmy. Step forward and back. Turn around. Wind it up. All right, last time. Reach it up, down. Good. To the right. To the left. Center. 2 times. Again, to the right. To the left. Center. Shimmy up. Shake it up, shake it back. 2, 3, 4. Turn around, turn those arms around your head. 5, 6, 7, 8. Reach it up. Hey. Here we go. To the right. To the left. Center. 2 times. Shimmy. 3, 4. Circle. Bring it up again. Hey. To the right. To the left. Center. Shake it up. 2, 3, 4. Circle around. Here we go. To the right. Left. Center. Shimmy up. 2, 3, 4. Circle around. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. To the right. To the left. Center. 2 times. Shake it up. 2, 3, 4. Circle. Hey, center. Jimmy.
Everybody watching me.
Last time. Circle it up.
Problems, why you don't leave it? If this thing is low, then I really don't need it.
All right. So you're gonna go tap, open, tap, open, tap, open, open. Knees go in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Faster. Shake it up. Shake it down. Shake it up. Other side. Here we go. Tap. Open. 2, 3, 4. Now you're gonna take your knees, go in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Together. Faster. That's it. 7, 8. Shake it up. Take it back. Here we go. Take it slow. 3, 4. Speed it up. Shake it up. Here we go. Left side. Clap. 2, 3, 4. Faster. Shake it up. All right. Raise your flag. Other side. Here we go. Other side. Circle. Work those arms. Here we go. Wipe the sweat. Okay, on your head, shoulders, legs, hips, shake, shake, head, shoulders, legs, hips, head, shoulders, legs, hips, 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 hips, head, shoulders, waist, 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 hips, hips, shoulders, waist, hips, hips, head, shoulders, waist. Bring it up. Reach side to side. Feet together. Feet apart. Feet together. All right, now we're gonna take it over to the knee. Tap the foot on the floor. Nice. Looking good, everyone. All right, bring the knee in. Turn the knee inward, bring the hands in towards your waist. That's it. Touchdown. Bring it into your waist. Touchdown. One last time. Touchdown. That's it. Bring it in. Touchdown. Good. Bring me up. Circle back. 5, 6, 7. Next circle. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Twist. Bring it up. Good. Walk to the right. Twist. To the left. To the right. To the left. Twist. To the right. Twist. To the left. Last time. Good. Bring it up. Breathe. Reach forward. Move in. Breathe. Just the right side. 2. Reach out. 3. 4. Left side. Reach it out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Right side. Out. 2. 3. 4. Left side. Here we go. 2, 3. Last one. Here we go. Roll it. Open. Other side. Open. Let's go. Open. Open. Here we go. Bring it in and out. That's it. Take it back. Take it forward. Take it back. Last time. Bring it up. Take it down. Take it up. Take it down. Take it up. To the right. Take it up. To the left. Take it up. To the right. Bring it up. And down. Here we go. Down and up. Front and back. Front and back. Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. Here we go. Hey, bring it down. Bring it up. Hey, bring it down. All right, kick. Knees up, legs up. Touch your toes. Here we go, kick back. Kick front. Kick back. Kick forward, hey. Nice. Here we go, kick back. Nice. Kick forward. Nice. Kick back. All right, bring it down, bring it down, bring it up, bring it up, bring it down. All right, we're gonna jump it up. Here we go, jump, jump, jump. Knees up. Clap it down. Clap it up. Shake it. Take it around. Just one more time. Circle. Twist. Push it out. Arms up. Twist. Here we go. Knees up. Knees up, knees up, knees up, knees up, knees up. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Knees up. All right, take it down. Sway side to side. Roll it up. Open, breathe. Sway. Roll it up. Open. Sway. Roll it up. Open. Sway. Roll it up. Open the arms. Rest down. Sway. Roll it up. Open. Good. Shoulders. Good. Tap your shoulders, switch side to side. That's it. All right, make it smaller, feet. Good, now we're gonna step. Step. Together, forward. Good, a little salsa there. Step forward and back. Front and back. Front and back. Front and back. 2 more times. Good. Good, now you're gonna bring hands into the chest. Step in, touch, step, touch. Good. All right, now we're gonna move out. 2, 3, reach it out. 4, reach it out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Circle out. Bring it up. Reach it down. Hey, bring it up. Feel. Looking good. Reach across, up and down. All right. Here we go. Hands on your head. Side to side. Hips. Bring it up. Take it back. Forward. Take it back. Forward. Take it back. Forward. Good. All right, we're gonna cool down soon. Here we go. We're gonna chug it forward. Chug, 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 chug. Back, 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 back. Forward. Take it back. Forward. Take it around. Other way, take it around. Good. Take it down. Step side to side. Looking good. All right. Feet together. Bring it up. And down. Breathe. Bring it up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Here we go. Shoulders back. 2, 3, 4. Step apart. Flat back. Lunge side to side. Hands on your knees. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay there. Reach down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over to the right. Reach down. 2, 3. Touch your toes. 6, 7, 8. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay there and squat. Good. Stay there and stretch. Hands on the floor. Breathe. And squat. Bend your knees. Good. And stretch. Nice. Bring those feet in. We're going to come down to the floor. All right. Stretch those legs out in front of you. Bring the knees into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clap under your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Reach it up. Reach forward. Stretch. 1, 2. Reach for me. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And reach down. Point your toes. Breathe. Good. Bend that right foot in. Reach your arms up. Stretch over the left leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Head to the knee. Flex your foot. Good. Stretch it up. Switch legs. Left foot comes to the inside of the knee. Reach over the right leg. Forward fold. And pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Head to the knee. Flex. Good. Reach it up. Stretch your legs wide. Wide leg stretch. Here we go. Reach for your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reach over. Point your toes. Come up to the center, shift over to the left. Good. Reach all the way up. Reach center. Flex your feet. Knees to the center. Stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Bring your legs together. Shake it out. Good. Bring that left foot back behind you. Runner stretch. Reach up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Head to the knee. Stretch it up. Good. Bend that right knee back. Runner stretch. Your half split. Stretch over your left leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Stretch it up. On stretch. And back. And stretch. Good. Keep that leg up. 2, 3, 4. Bring the knee in. Back. 2, 3, 4. Good. Other side. Stretch. Flex the foot and press. Back. Point the toe. 3. One more. 5. 6. Good. Now, here we go. Lift it up. 2, 3, 4. Bring the knee in. Straight out. Find that toe. 2, 3, 4. Good. Come to your plank. Stay there. Press up. Walk those hands in. Good. Walk it up. Good. Stretch it up. Hold on to your elbows. Foot side to side. Open your arms. Circle back. 2, 3, 4. Good. Wrap it in. Open. Close. And open. Good. Nice job. All right. Okay, Soca Fitness. I hope that you guys enjoyed that and that you're nice and sweaty and you got a good workout. Let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling in the chat.
Please do. How was that? Did you guys like Soca Fitness? By comment. You know, it's amazing because that seemed like such a high energy, high energy program. I mean, it really gets you moving. It was almost like a party going on, Did you guys
Yes.
feel like it was a party nonstop, right? And it was fun, and exercise should be fun. That's important. Not all exercise should be all about, doing something that you don't want to do. It should be like, effortless. You put energy into it, you enjoy it, you move your body, because your body was always meant to move, and we're not moving enough. So when we do exercises like this, it inspires you to want to move. It's hard to sit still in your seat and watch a program. You've got to get up and start moving. And that's why, again, Soca Fitness is something great for your heart and for your lungs. Your heart is a muscle. You have to use it. You have to challenge it in order for it to work well. That's so important. And that's what we're trying to do, because we want you to make exercise a habit. Just like brushing your teeth, taking a shower, you've got to make exercise a habit. This should be a lifestyle. We're going into the fall, we're in the fall months, we're going into the winter months, and it's not as bright outside as would normally be. And many of us become depressed because we're not getting as much sunlight, okay? So, and what happens? We tend to fall off from the things that we should be doing. And exercise, unfortunately, we fall off from exercise. So we have to do something about that. And that's what these programs are all about. No matter what time of the year, we're here together as a community, working out, eating healthy, okay? And that's so important. And that's why coming together on Tuesdays and Thursdays are so important. And the beauty of this is, you like this program, you had fun with the exercise, well, you know what? You can do it again. You can do it again tomorrow. You're going to get a copy of the recording from me tonight or tomorrow morning, so you can take it again, and you can take it again. That's the beauty of this, okay? That we record it so you can do it over and over. We want you to make exercise a habit. You have fun, move your body. Now, Kilana says, I think I hurt my right shoulder blade, so couldn't do all of the moves to their full extent, but still feeling the sweat. Okay, good. I'm glad that if you hurt your right shoulder, definitely you don't want to press it. You want to just ease up on it, And the best thing when it comes to having injuries like this is, have it checked out if it's a serious problem, but you don't want to aggravate it. You don't want to do anything that's going to aggravate that shoulder, okay? So let me do this right quick. All right, so that's important, all right? And let's see, Colin says, plenty of cardio for a Tuesday. Thank you. Now what you said, now the real workout starts, putting the kids to bed. Yeah, that's a workout. But you know, the beauty of it though is that I noticed your kids were there working out with you. And for them to see you working out, that means a lot. Because it tells them that working out is important because daddy's doing it, you know? That speaks volumes. So there's nothing like you being the person that your kids look up to, that they can, you're the role model. That's what we tell people. We're role models to our kids. If they see you eating healthy, they're gonna want to eat healthy. They see you exercising, they're gonna wanna exercise. They see you drinking, they're gonna wanna drink, okay? They see you smoking, they wanna smoke. So we have to make sure that we are good examples to our children. And what better gift than you can give them than love, shelter, and health. Those three are so important, okay? Now, Merle says she earned her pickle juice. Excellent, excellent. You can enjoy your pickle juice. Now, has it been hard for you guys to stay motivated on this health journey? Okay, take care, Colin, thank you. Has it been hard for you to stay motivated? You know, because I know that it could be challenging this time of the year, again, just in this journey to keep on track, but you must try. And that's why having a support group that we have here of like-minded individuals working out together is important, because we kind of lift each other up when we show up, because we're all here because we want to improve our health. And that's why we have come together as a community. And sometimes a community can really help you. But also I recommend, if you do feel that you're losing your motivation, I always say, keep track of what you're doing. If you kept track of your eating and your exercises from week 1, and you look at week 3, you say, well, how have I progressed? You'll notice you may be eating more fruits and vegetables in week 3 than you ate in week 1. You may be exercising more in week 3 than in week 1. That's how you motivate yourself to show improvement in what you're able to do. That's key, okay? And again, making exercise fun, finding activities that you enjoy, all right? You may like rock climbing. Some of us do. You may like hiking. Well, these are things that you have to incorporate into your life so that you're mixing up the activities. You may love to dance. Dancing is an awesome activity that Soca Fitness is like this, is dancing. So find activities you love and let's do them more frequently. That's the key. Shirley says, yes, fall season sucks the life out of me. Well, guess what? You know, we are full of life. We're not gonna let this fall suck the life out of us. Not this time. Because as you know, when fall comes, we also get the cooler weather, we get the holidays, we get the Thanksgivings, the Christmas, the New Year, all these holidays come into play. And we start socializing, eating, whenever you turn around, there's another party to go to, there's another event taking place, and you don't want to say no because you want to be, you know, sociable. But we tend to put on extra pounds because we're not working out as much during the holiday season. But this year should be different. Kilana says, fall is okay, winter is not what I'll be looking forward to with the cold and snow. I know now you're out there in Colorado, right? But I understand, but this year could be different. Because as again, we're a group, we come together, we're working out, we're focusing. It's not cold inside your house, right? Thank God for that. And it's not raining or snowing indoors. So we can do things inside to keep us going, to keep us motivated. And again, coming together as a group. And you have these recordings that's gonna help you to get through. And any information, any help you need, we are here to assist you. This fall season, the last thing, or by the end of this year, your New Year's resolution should not be, I want to lose weight. Your New Year's resolution has got to be something else. I want to spend more time with family. I want to go hiking more. I want to make more money, whatever it is. But it should not be, I want to get healthier, because we want you to get healthier now. This is the time. There's no time like the present. The past is the past. You can't go back. And the future's not here yet. But you can do something about the here and now. And it's here and now that we want to focus on. So you're going to get these recordings. You're going to do this exercise program again. You're going to watch what you eat. Trisha has some awesome stuff to say in nutrition today, and she's been really committed to helping us with that. And just know that we're here for you. And there's nothing that you can't do if you have your health. And if you believe in yourself and you believe intensely that you can be the healthiest person that you want to be. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it, right? You can do it. And you know what? Another thing that happens during the fall and winter, you get a lot of negative news. If you notice, like I've been around long enough to know, a lot of times the news is not the most, let's say, exciting and happiest, fun stuff to listen to. So sometimes you got to kind of limit the amount of news you listen to, okay? Because it's not going to give you all the good stuff that's going on in the world. They want to keep your attention. They want to get you watching them every single minute of the day. That's how they get their money. That's how they make their money, their ratings. So all I'm saying to you is, this fall and winter, cut back on watching the news, because that's going to give you more positive energy. Negative energy sucks it out of you, sucks energy out and tries to suck the positive out of you. But positive energy is what you need. A positive mental attitude is going to help you to get through the rest of these next few months. You want to get through the fall and winter and be like, yeah, it's sunny each and every day. Because you know what? It is sunny somewhere each and every day. Just because it may be cold and snowy and rainy here doesn't mean it's not sunny and mild and warm elsewhere. It is. I mean, I can go, if you go to the Caribbean, you'll see what I mean. All right, but what I want you to know that is you're not wasting your time by doing what you're doing. You're here for a reason. You're here because you want quality of life, right? You want to live healthy. You don't want to live on medication, somebody pushing you around, right? And you want to know that you can achieve your goals with the life that you have today. Now, Michelle says, great support group. Thank you, Michelle. Well, you're part of it, and you're working on a new lifestyle change. And it all begins with today, right? And it starts in your mind. Because if you believe it, you can achieve it. And that's what we're talking about here. All right, the mind controls the body. If we can get you to see and believe that you can make a lifestyle change, then you'll be able to do it. And Kirana says, that's for sure, so much negativity and sad stuff in the news. And that's why I say to you, watch less of it and create your own news, positive energy. Because what you think about, you bring about, you attract what you think. And that's so true, So I want you guys to think positive, think about that healthy body that you want, and let positivity come into your life, because that's what's going to help make things happen for you. And this is not where the message that I wanted to convey, but I just feel motivated to speak on that because I believe in being positive. I believe that life is what we make it, and you need your health to make life the best that it can be for you. And Michelle says, you are the sunshine. Well, thank you so much, Michelle, for those kind words. I'll take that and I'll say thank you for it. But you know what? I think we all have that sunshine, that ray of sunshine within us. We just need to bring it out. And being healthy, eating healthy brings it out. And that's why I also say that we are in many ways what we eat. If you're eating food that's dead most of the time, what do you think your thoughts are going to be? So you have to eat living foods that has life. You drop an orange seed or apple seed in the ground, it's going to spring up and produce more apples and oranges, correct? That's life. That's what you want in your body, more than the dead stuff, because that's going to give you also the thoughts of thinking vibrant and energetic thoughts, So That's where I'm going with this. So that's why I want you to think about what you're eating, how you're eating. Think about moving your body more, walking, running, whatever it takes. Remember also that I'm sending these recordings out so you can take this program again and again. And I'm here to answer any questions that you might have along the way. And I've been sending out some emails to you guys as well. And I'm hoping that you are, reading the emails when you can, because the emails have a message. And the message is a message of hope and belief in what you can accomplish. Because you can be all you want to be, but we cannot let our bodies go. Don't let your body down, because it's this body that has got to take you each and every day to where you need to be. And if you love your body, take care of your body will take care of you. And that's pretty much what I want to say to you this evening. All right. And I just want to thank you for showing up. You guys were great, being a part of the program. Merle says, I make my sister drink my smoothies, even the ones with salad greens in them. So even if I'm tired to make it for myself, I'm motivated to make it for both of us. And you know what that is? That shows that you love your sister. You love her enough to make sure she's drinking smoothies that's going to add more life and vitality to her. That's love. Because if you didn't care for her, you wouldn't worry about what she's eating. I eat a hamburger, see if I care. But you said, I'm making smoothies. I'm making her eat it, drink it as well with the salad greens, which is full of oxygen and life. That's because you care about her. That is so important. And I commend you for that. That is so nice. But that's what we want. What I want for myself, I want for everyone, right? That's good health. And Kilana says, that is wonderful, Merle. That's what I try to do for my parents as well, whether they want it or not. And that's true. Kilana did share that with me. She tries to encourage her parents to eat healthy and to move a little more. Sometimes you have to be the example for your parents, because why? Because you love them. That's why, because you love them. And we love you guys. So with that being said, I know it's past your 8:30 hour, but I want to thank you for showing up. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. We're going to have another session of functional fitness, which is different from what you saw today, what you experienced today, but it has its purpose. Okay, but these exercises have their purpose. So I want you to show up and be ready to work out with George. And I will see you on Thursday. God bless. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.